Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me.
All right, I guess we're back. See how this goes. You have this map going? I'm assuming it's there. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Nah, dude, you're all good. I think that all of us were a little bit lost there for a second, so no one can blame you for that. So, anyways, guys, in case you guys don't know what happened, we had a little bit of technical issues with internet of some of our players and me, which is very unusual. So let's see how things go now. This is take 2 Boogaloo. Let's try this again. Swift Uprising on the good side spawns and Natural Talent on the bad side spawns. Doesn't necessarily mean too much, but as you can see, Ivane trying to go around the back, getting off to a good start, ripping one instantly, and he's trying to find even more as his team starts to get some good control over the hill.
Yep, I mean, at this point, we got Swift Uprising trying to get some control of the hill. Not going to look like that's going to be happening a whole lot right now. Natural Talent still going to be on it. Olympian going to be getting some hill time here as we head into it. Natural Talent also pushing up through mid to the point as well, starting to put some pressure here on Swift Uprising. I mean, for them, I mean, before we had the restart, you know, similar situation. But, you know, it's going to be on Swift Uprising, I think, right now, just to get some good hill time on the second hill. Because Natural Talent is shutting them down on this first one.
Yeah, Zeno, speaking of getting shut down, both he and Rolly have yet to get any kills yet, which is a little bit disconcerting.
Lesto with the triple. The
quadruple, I guess you could say. I'm going to hop in here with him as he dies, apparently. So let's go Ace. Apparently going to die soon after as well. But Natural Talent still going to be getting literally all of the hill time that they want. And Swift Uprising gonna try and bounce back off of this one, but Natural Talent has basically had the effect of negating any hill time that they get off this hill, even if they don't even break it. So this is gonna be a neutral situation at best for Swift Uprising after this first 2 hills.
Yep, they're going to need a big second hill. Natural Talent, shutting them down with the first one. So it's all on them just to hold off the Natural Talent. I mean, this is sort of going a little bit sort of against what I was saying, which is if one team can hold, both the first and second point, they should be good to go. Natural Talent able to break in there for a quick second there. Not going to happen for too long there. So Natural Talent just at this point probably going to be shutting down Swift Uprising from any rotations onto a third point at this point. So, I mean, it's looking to be a little bit close to tied up, but Natural Talent still with more hill time here. With 55 seconds, 37 right now to Swift Uprising, as we are about 5 seconds away from the third point.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much spot on about that, about them trying to keep them nice and locked in here, but it appears that Anbu has had a little bit of a good luck spell of breaking them out. He's going to be spotting Olympian on the hill, getting him down to 1 bullet from death. He does have a little bit of an audacious peek out at him. And now in goes Bam as he dies to try and do something there. Rolly somehow getting behind them and having a little bit of a good spell here. He's on 3 in a row, and so is Anbu, snagging the hill away from them. But good thing for Natural Talent is they still have the good spawns. And they're going to be starting to break around the back and get control over green. This is why this is such a difficult hill to keep control over and get everything you want to out of the situation. Olympian trying to get control over next as there's only 20 seconds remaining and keep control over P5 spawns at the same time. This is actually some pretty masterful work from Natural Talent, if I do say so myself.
Natural Talent pretty much on point. Definitely Swift Uprising able to get in, able to get some points, but for the most part, a lot of these last few rotations have been pretty much Natural Talent just off the rip. I mean, aside from the point where Swift Uprising spawned on good side, that was really their one and only major hill for the most part here. Able to get a little bit of time, I think, off of the last one there, but in the end, Natural Talent just kind of playing them all around. So it's going to be on Swift putting onto pressure here because Natural Talent
Oh,
have
yes,
everything.
that's so good.
And Bam goes in, gets the double. That's going to be big for them. Does get taken out. Natural Talent going to be trying to fight back for it. Eventually going to be coming off on top, but, we see Swift Uprising with these good kills, able to put in some pressure on Natural Talent. They just need to be able to keep it up going in for the rest of the map here. 97, 98, almost 100 points right now for Natural Talent, with Swift Uprising only 40 points behind right now. And then Boog on top there, getting 2. Possible for a 3rd or 4th, not going to happen for him. He will fall.
Yeah, the worst thing about that situation for Swift Uprising, is the fact that they lost the P5 spawns after not getting any of the hill time off that hill. Now they're going to be trying to fix that right now as Zeno going in for a little bit of a spree, taking down 2 and making a little bit of an entry for Vex here as he does try and take on Olympian at close range up against an MP5. Not going too well for him, but they have gotten themselves a little bit of ground. Crixus swiftly denying that of Swift Uprising, and it's not looking too good as now Swift Uprising is starting to lose control. And as I say that, literally the exact opposite happening, and Natural Talent getting flipped out with 30 seconds remaining. Swift Uprising looking to claw their way back a little bit before this next rotation, and Natural Talent, if they're smart, will not try and challenge on this one and try and just get the P2 rotations here.
Yep, I mean, we have Natural Talent with these P2 rotations. They have a good control over the first point right now. This is sort of that scenario where they could string together the first and second hill here and essentially just can't quite close it out, but they could get pretty close to it, I believe. And, I mean, like we were looking at the stats with the hardpoint stats right now, certainly with Crixus right now at 14 and 13. Ace going big here on L. Like, this is the control. This is the plays that you want Natural Talent to make. These are the plays that I'm expecting Natural Talent to make. And eventually Ace will go down as Swift Uprising looking to try and get some control here. Natural Talent in a little bit of trouble here on the point. Vayne goes down. Ace on the point trying to make something happen. Not going to happen for him. All of a sudden Swift Uprising now with some control. Natural Talent on them now to break through the hill.
I guess we got a little bit of a swift comeback coming out here from Swift Uprising, but Vex, he's going to make up for taking down his own teammate by taking down an opponent, but that doesn't really help them in the grand scheme of things as the trades... Yeah, Ivane going in with the triple. The dude is looking pretty solid. Doesn't survive to see the fruits of his labors, but I mean, that's still a scrappy hill nonetheless, but Natural Talent, they're still fine with that, because look at where Swift Uprising is now. Not only are they going to not have P2 spawns, but they just got all team, well, not all team killed, but they got all team wiped and sent back to their spawns, which allows Natural Talent to push up even further now and possibly push this over the 200-point margin, making Natural Talent able to win off of any of their remaining hills after this. Good position.
Good position indeed. I mean, we see Natural Talent now with the hold. And honestly, I'd say Natural Talent definitely a lot better on the holds than Swift Uprising, so this should be a big money hill for Natural Talent. In this P3, Vex going to be looking to try and break in, tries to find one, does find one there, sorry. Gets it, God, I can't speak. But he tried to snap onto a third, not going to happen for him. And Boo just kind of watching the mid, looking for Natural Talent to start to rotate out as it's closing on with 15 seconds left on the hill. And Boo going to be getting taken out in the mid. Unfortunate for him there. He was just kind of stalking that mid, just poor timing. With the knife kill there, Flesto making plays there, 27 and 20. Like, these are the stats that Natural Talent are going to be getting. Sort of expected. And Ace going to be trying to go in and big right now. We do have Swift Uprising with the 3rd point. That's going to be good for them. They need hill time right now. They're about, 60 points behind Natural Talent.
Correct. Exactly.
I mean, there's been a pretty big difference here as Natural Talent's slowly been gaining a ever so slightly bigger lead on each point.
That was an audacious challenge right there from Anbu. Literally one shot away from death, still goes for the ego challenge. That doesn't really help his team out too much. They do still have P5 spawn control, but Natural Talent even trying to take that away from them. Vex, the last line of defense here, does take down one, but hopping over the wall is his opponent in the form of Ace. Coming on in, trying to do a little bit of damage on P number 4. They don't even want it to go to P5, but look at the bottom of the map. It's wide freaking open. So if Swift Uprising do not play this super carefully, they gotta play such a balanced approach here. They've got to make sure that they don't win off this hill, their opponents that is, and that they don't lose the P5 spawns at the same time. Ivane eyeing up these spawns, wanting to take it, but instead of doing that, instead of going for the big push, he's just gonna chill here and try and hold it off to the end here, which isn't a bad play at all, in all honesty.
Yep, I mean, we have Natural Talent now with the lockdown, just 10 points away from taking the win. It's all Natural Talent. I don't even care what happens at this point. Natural Talent taking the second half of this for the most part. Those Swift Uprising taking the point, they're going to have a big challenge on their hands to try and take P5. I frankly just don't think that's going to be happening, but Zeno with the kills going to be keeping their team in it just a little bit longer here, as Natural Talent is going to be trying to hold out Swift Uprising from this next point right now. 7 seconds away, just 10 seconds left on this hill. Swift Uprising gonna need a very fast and precise break right here. They can't miss a shot. They can't miss a beat right here, right now. And the point's about to pop. There it goes.
That's
43, 44, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's gonna be it. Natural Talent taking the win there. Just pretty much all of them throughout that second half.
I mean, that wasn't poorly played at all by Swift Uprising, but oh my god, Flesto, look at that. I wish I caught that on camera. I guess I technically did now, but I wish we caught it while it was going down. Oh, and Flesto, how did I not view him?
I mean, look at those numbers. What is that, right? 38 and 26?
Yeah,
like 25, 21, 27, like those were the numbers that you saw in the stats. It certainly did not disappoint this time. Swift Uprising definitely, I'd say, having a fairly solid game. I don't think they played that awful, but just Natural Talent just able to outpace them, outplay them in the end. You know, just able to get a few more seconds on each hill than Swift Uprising. I think that's just sort of added up there.
Yeah, Swift Uprising, they just had a few too many L's on those hills and in key gunfights as well. And again, sorry, I did switch the scene, but I'm gonna go right back here real quick. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna mute the line because for some reason somebody's in game chat. I just want to go over this again real quick. If you really pay attention here, you will see that the only one close to positive is Vex's, and he's literally at 27 and 27. Not a single one of them had over a minute of hill time. So I guess you could say that the lookout kind of predicted it correctly. A .26 KD. I mean, I should have anticipated that Natural Talent would definitely be taking it over them in that one, just on the KD alone, but I mean, that is still their best mode statistically outside of just being a KD mode. But we're going to be going on into Search and Destroy next, which is going to be on Gunrunner. So hopefully, again, another look back at the Lookout. Swift Uprising, this is their mode. So hopefully for them, in the case that they're not going to get 3-0'd, they need to start picking it up here.
Yep, that is true. Very, very true. Natural Talent, I think, had a definite advantage there. I think Swift Uprising was very fast-paced there. A little bit more than Natural Talent, but Natural Talent just with the holds really won them in the hard point. So we'll have to see how that goes, if that can translate over to the S&D of having solid holds and just having the patience just to hold a corner, hold the angles, and win your gunfights there. I think it's on Swift just to try and pull something out here and to really go big.
All right, and it looks like everybody is nice and ready to go. Just to remind everybody, it is going to be going down on Gunrunner. Things are about to go down for real. Like in that song by the Black Eyed Peas, it's going down for real. Or, crap, was it the Black Eyed Peas that made that song, or was it somebody else? I don't even know. You don't even know? Well,
I have no clue whatsoever. I know what you're referring to. I don't know anything more than that.
All right, well, you might be too young to quite remember it. I mean, honestly, I don't remember either, so I can't quite blame you. Anyways, we're going to be getting on in here with some Gunrunner action. This is one of, honestly, people's most favorite maps, and it's probably one of the most even-handed maps in terms of both attacking and defending, I would have to say. Most people say that, oh, most maps are defender-sided, but this map, I wouldn't say that is necessarily the case. It's usually, depending on how you play it, it can be good for both.
I find B side definitely, in my opinion, more of an attacking side in favor. But we'll have to see how this goes right now. We got Bam right now going to be chilling in the bottom green. Sorry, just green in general. There we go. One's going to be Natural Talent. He's going to have a little bit of control over here in Boiler. Both teams keeping it fairly slow. A little bit of a rush to the mid, but other than that, nothing too bad. No real overextending. Both traded out for 1 kill right now in a 4v4.
Dude, this is literally like World War I trench warfare right here. Literally nobody moving a muscle. Swift Uprising is going to have to make the first move, however, as they are on the attack. Rolly is going to be the impetus for his team here, I guess you could say. The point of movement here, and in they go. Smoke out, and here they go. Ace probably going to try and put some shots on them. Crix is actually going to be the one to do that. Rushing the smoke is Ivane, taking them all down, and it is going all south for Swift Uprising right now.
Kills.
Bomb did get planted, though, so Anbu is going to have to not only prevent that from happening, but yeah, he's literally screwed, man. That is going to be literally...
That pre-fire just gave him away. Good intention. Not going to hit anything, though.
Could not have gone worse for Swift Uprising in that one. Natural Talent played that one perfect to a T.
Just with the picks, just with the patience. Like, just holding the angles there was really crucial for them. Unfortunately, Swift Uprising not able to get a whole lot of control of that mid before that push, so just easy for Natural Talent just to peek their heads out and get the picks on the people defending, you know?
Yeah. And now that Natural Talent are going to be on the attack, I think that this is going to be a really huge trendsetter for the game. Ace going to be going down first, and Flexo bomb is already dropped. That's not a good sign. But Crix is coming around the back of Bam and taking him down. That is going to make it a little bit easier for him in Olympian. And now Olympian is finally going to be getting out of spawn now. But Swift Uprising sitting very, very deep up in here. Anbu getting taken down by Olympian now is going to make it a little bit more even. But Swift Uprising, they're playing us very, very defensively. Unlike Natural Talent, they're not pushing their numbers advantage and trying to find them in their spawns. They're playing this very, very cautiously. And that should tell you how much they respect their opponent.
Yeah, I mean, we had Natural Talent with the fast-paced push there. Didn't work out in their favor. Olympian now in the back. Just a 1v3 right now. There's going to be one top. Crazy could find him. Does decide to opt for the bomb. Just going to be trying to rotate through the back. That stun or flash or whatever. Going to be giving away his position a little bit that he's in the back. But just going to be trying to rotate here to A. It's going to be interesting for him as a play. There's going to be one there. Tries to get away through the door. Just going to chill here. He's just waiting for some information. He does have some. Does have a little bit of a read. Just tries to find the kill. Not going to happen for him. He will fall in the end there. Like the play, just unfortunately just not able to find anything.
Yeah, they tried to force him out there, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. Force him right into the path of Xeno, but Vex's was literally right behind him, in the case that he did get one more bullet put on him. As you can see, is very one-shot. So it is going to be Swift Uprising, keeping it real, keeping it even as well, as both teams have lost the attack and won the defense. So, in all honesty, I wouldn't put it past Swift Uprising to try a little bit of something different here if it goes about the same as it does before, which so far it's not. Let's be honest, having a little bit of a hard time finding his target there, Rolly, but is going to end up getting him all the same. Olympian going to be all by himself. Well, no longer by himself. He's with Ivane, as he does take down one. Ivane getting traded out in the process, so it's all on Olympian up against 3 for the win as bomb is planted.
Yep, Olympian's going to be in the back, last alive. All on him now to try and take out kills and get a bomb. Tries to get a kill on the rock. Not going to happen for me. I think just Natural Talent's just playing a little bit too aggressive. You know, it's fine playing aggressive, but they just aren't getting the picks needed to be that aggressive. I mean, we saw one fly down in the bottom green and then get taken out. Like those are like, you gotta have some major ego to do that kind of play, but just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, I think it's all in the name here, dude. It's Swift Uprising. They're making swift adaptations here, I guess you could say. They're figuring out their opponent in just one round, and they're like, alright, so these guys are going to try and play aggressive. They think they're better gunfighters than us, especially due to what happened in the first round. They're feeling themselves, and they're probably going to push us like mad hard because they think they can just win their gunfights. So let's just sit back and chill, let them come to us, and play the smart game here. And they are completely annihilating Natural Talent here. Ivane the only one left, and now he's dead too. That is going to be Swift Uprising, clapping back in the most strong way imaginable.
I just don't even know what to say. Natural Talent just not playing this S&D well at all. No, sir. Trying to be a little bit aggressive. You know, you've had a few sort of stay back a little bit, try and hold some angles, but I mean, that sort of a strat is just kind of tearing them apart a little bit. A few players who are starting to get aggressive, getting picked early, and all of a sudden you're down like 2 or 3 guys. And then after that point, it's like, okay, what are you going to do?
It's an A push here, which is what I really, really love to see, them switching it up here. Natural Talent, we're not at all prepared for it. As you can see, everybody is chilling over at B now instead because that's the favorite site. I'm trying to get you a better view than this man's behind, but anyways, Flesto, he is trying to make sure that they don't overextend from the site and into their spawn area here. He's trying to get a little bit jiggy with it and get a little bit of a line of sight on the approach to the bomb. But it appears that Rolly's being a very, very pensive and passive as he's waiting for Xeno to come around the back here and try and do something, but nothing coming of it.
One goes down. Trades for both sides went in early here on this A site, but now it just comes down to these final few picks. Rolly's going to be rotating back, going for a B. Looks like Natural Talent probably going to be hunting them down from the back at this point. It's a 2v2 situation right now. Both A's cleared right now. Natural Talent probably knowing that they're going to be going for a B.
Oh my god,
Rolly losing their opportunity for a little bit of a rush on B plant there. Just keeping it a little bit slow, being a little bit too cautious on that rotation for them. One goes down. It's all going to be up to Vex. Going to find one. Now it's a 1v1. Knife out. Going to be rushing over. Does he have time to plant A? I don't think so. Maybe. No.
He does.
I think that's it.
He does.
Not sure the plant time is. I think it's a little bit shorter. Just barely going to make it. Barely going to squeeze it on by for that A plant. Oh, that is a rough spot for both teams to be in.
Oh
now
my
it's
gosh.
a 1v1. All on Natural Talent. All on Ace.
I can't
Can
believe
he
it.
clutch it out? They need the kill. They need the round win. Nope.
Nope is right. As Swift Uprising gonna be really playing with their opponent's minds. They rotated 2 freaking times. They got 2 rotations in there, dude. Really messing with their opponents and their perception of reality there.
I think they're playing with their own minds too, with that rotation too. Just made a full like 180 turn just to go rotate through their back spawn and then just rotate all the way around.
Yeah,
Feet
dude.
touching every single inch of the map.
Yeah, like I was saying, swift adaptations coming out from Swift Uprising as Flesto trying to get his second kill. The game does get it right there, but 2 kills coming from the other direction. He's going to be seeing Vex's, kind of jumps the gun on that one, kind of gave himself away as they do bait him out very, very effectively. Rolly chilling behind Turbine here as it's only, and I mean only, Olympian and Ivane left. It's not the worst positions for them to be in. They're the only ones that are about even right now. So in terms of gun skill, it's pretty much who you want to be in this position right now.
I mean, we got the trades going on down Olympian right now, sitting at a 5-4. Ivane's going to be at a 4-4. So, I mean, not awful stats, not great stats. But, I mean, we got Vex with a 9-1 and Ambu right now, which is a 3-4. But this is definitely going to be a close one. All on these picks right now. One's going to be top crates, and the question is, can Ivane get this pick? Or will Vex be able to peek out just in time? Hops down, does find the kill. That's going to be now all up to Olympian. Going to be getting that trade there. Vex overextending a little bit, just trying to predict something. But that prediction turning out wrong here. All up to Olympian now. The camera roar.
I swear I'm trying to switch.
Back in the ground. It's all good. Anyway, Ambu now in sort of a 1v1 situation. We've seen it a little bit in the last round. We'll have to see how this goes right now. Ambu going to need to have a defuse. Going to need to get a pick. Both pretty much just kind of wrapping around, just going circles around each other just a little bit there. Now it's going to be on Ambu in the back, just looking for someone in the spawn. But there's going to be no one in the spawn. No one at all. All up to Olympian. Just hold out a little bit longer. Just don't get peek. He's going to peek. Does he see the one by Rock? I don't know if he saw Ambu. He might have seen him.
Well, regardless of if he kills Olympian, which he does, that is going to be him running out of time. I think he just wanted the ego points there on Boo, to be honest with you. Because, I mean, they can afford to give up some rounds here. They were 3 in the lead, now only 2 in the lead. But they only need to win 2 more rounds in order to keep this going. But something that you're not going to be aware of here is a little bit of a curse that we have here in the K7 League. I don't know if you've been watching any of the matches, but it is the infamous round number 7, and it has been foretold that he who wins round number 7 in a Search and Destroy goes on to win that round of Search and Destroy. It's a stat.
I mean, right now it's 4-2 right now. Swift right now with the picks. They can afford a round or 2. But that nade from Rolly's going to get some information. There's going to be one top crates. Can he get this prediction? Can he get something going here? Just try and get Flesto. That is going to happen. He will get traded out. A few other trades going down. 1v2 right now situation. I have a natural talent. Just put in these really tough situations here. 1v1s, 1v2s. Just not something you necessarily want when you're down by 2 rounds right now. As Ivane does eventually fall, not able to clutch anything out here. 5-2. Swift looking to take it. Pretty easily as well.
Yeah, honestly, dude, that is literally the exact opposite of what Natural Talent needed. Not only is it the luck going away from them, but they literally have to win 4 more rounds in a row if we're just being secular up in here. They have to win 4 rounds before their opponents win 1. This is literally not what they need, so I'm going to give it the spotlight here to Ivane. He's switching up to the MP5, going with what he loves most, I guess you could say. Close quarters prowess is going to be where he tries to win this in. Crixus getting in and around the back, does flank out Bam and gets some good control over control room here, I guess you could say, as they go in for the plant. They've got control over mid. It's not going to be a good spot for Swift Uprising. Rolly the only one that can really try and go for a trade here.
Yeah, but that's true. Crixus is going to be trying to watch over this B bomb site as this bomb is going to be
oh my god,
looking to try and get something going here.
Is he really?
They just need some picks. Flesto's going to be going to the top here, just going to be trying to do something. Get the pick. That's a good pick to get right there. Definitely needed that. Just trying to play out time a little bit here. They're going to need something going. Just 1v2 now on the other hand. God. Swift going for the defuse. Bit ballsy there. Not going to happen for him. Natural Talent going to be taking that round. They are now in a position. They just need to win just a few more rounds, but still Swift is just 1 round away.
Yeah, man. Oh, I could have sworn that Natural Talent had the losing of that round, but I mean, they pulled it out of somewhere. I don't quite know where they pulled it from, but wherever it is, they pulled it from somewhere that was absolutely massive, because that is a huge clutch up for them right there. I mean, can we take a look at Vex real quick? The dude is going 11-3. That is just an absolutely insane stat line as they're going for another hit to A as they take down Olympian. The only one that's really covering it does catch a mid-grenade throw, taking him down. Swift trades coming from Swift Uprising, but quick Crixus on the flank here, trying to do a little bit of something. Not nice to his opponents here. Envu predicts it. Ivane gotta do something huge, and it appears that Flesto is trying to give him some help from on top of the roof.
Yep, I mean, right now we got Natural Talent and a little bit of a pinch. Yeah, definitely going to be tough now. Flesto in a 1v4. If he can pull something out, now is the time to do it. As he finds one pick, that's going to be good for him. He's going to get pinched. The other team knows exactly where he is. Isn't going to get very far. That's going to be a 6-3 Swift Uprising win there. I mean, just K7. I'm sorry, not K7. Natural Talent off to a little bit of a rough start there, definitely in the early game. Able to keep it a little bit closer there in the last few rounds there, making it like a 1v2, 1v1s. But in the end, just not enough. They just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really, really good moments, I gotta say, Natural Talent, but Swift Uprising just had infinitely more going into their favor. And that stat line, I'm going to show it once again, the lookout just for a second so you guys can see this. They have a 0.14 S&D KD advantage over them. In a game like this, that is pretty dang massive, if I do say so myself. Speaking of massive, let's take a look at the amount of kills that are between Vex and Xeno alone. 22 kills, and if I'm doing my math correctly, that is... Okay, never mind. I'm not doing my math correctly. I was about to say that's more than everybody on the other team combined, but it's not.
A little bit of a hunch there. But yeah, with the 11 kills combined there, Vex and Xeno definitely showing why they have those numbers there in the stat line. I just think Natural Talent just played that gunrunner way too aggressive. Like, there is a time to play it aggressive, and they just weren't doing it right. Definitely not right at all, I think, in the first few rounds there. Able to adjust again. You know, Swift just able to, for the most part, hold out well. So we'll have to see how it goes for them. Again, like I said in the first round too, Swift Uprising with the pacing, we're playing very aggressive, and Natural Talent, we're having some holds, but we'll just have to see how it goes for the domination, I guess.
Yeah, big facts. I think that Swift Uprising are probably going to be coming into this map feeling it's going to be just like the Search and Destroy. They're very familiar with this map because they just played on it, obviously, and they had the winning of it. So if you do remember the lookout again, these teams have literally identical KDs in this one, and Natural Talent, they're decent at this mode, but it's not one that they really look forward to. They can hold their own in it, but it's not something that they really look forward to. Swift Uprising, I've seen do some pretty dang impressive stuff in domination, so maybe the KD doesn't tell the whole story, and Natural Talent is in for a big of surprise. Who knows?
I mean, I have to kind of lean the other way just based on the hard point with the whole Natural Talent holding a lot of the angles and getting the setup early and able to keep Swift out for most of it. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Is it going to be angles or is it going to be aggression?
Looking like aggression so far as they pretty much completely overtake them on A. Ivane trying to come back here, but I'm going to hop in with Bam still as he has yet to die. He does take down Ivane, so it was a good decision on my part, I guess. Gonna be completely getting control over A before Natural Talent. Did they even cap it? I think they did, actually. I just wasn't paying attention, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
but they're gonna try and flip it right on back as Vex is literally the only one left standing. He does go down, but I mean, the bad thing about that for Natural Talent is that they pretty much left themselves so open on B to a counterattack. So even though they do have A back, Swift Uprising was very prepared to go in and get the majority cap rolling after that.
I mean, 100% there, and I will say you also saw an example of Modern Warfare spawns at its finest. When Swift Uprising had A control, Natural Talent was still spawning on the B side, like right in the little coal area. So, I mean, able to take A easily, able to eventually go back and put pressure on that B site. Swift with a little bit of a lead here. Is that going to last? Not looking like that's going to be happening. There is a neutral going down on C right now. That's not looking to be held for very long. This is a Swift Uprising are eventually able to go back, but that takes away a lot of resources to protect that C flag right now. So we do have Natural Talent again with these holds right now. They are going to be trying to control B. They do have control over A. It's all on Swift Uprising right now to see which side they want to go to. Are they going to put pressure on B site, or are they going to go for another A rush?
Yeah, honestly, everything is just so incredibly chaotic right now. I don't even know where to look. I don't even know where to begin looking. Swift Uprising, I'm going to be honest, is pretty much all over the place in where they're attacking. They're trying to go for A, they're trying to go for B, literally everything at the same time. And I think that's a little bit much to their chagrin here. They're finally starting to get themselves together and start to consolidate on B, and they do finally get control over it. But, I mean, that is a little bit of a lead that Natural Talent has on them now. It's definitely not an insurmountable lead by any means. What, only 5 points that they're behind by now?
Yeah, definitely going to still be close there. Vex trying to hold it down. I mean, for Swift Uprising, they had that good push. They finally are able to group up. They got stuff done at B, and I think that's just something they're going to need to continue to do. It just kind of put all their forces in because they have some good gun skill. They do have the good teamwork to get these things going. They just need to, do it well and not just be too spread out. They just can't let things sort of get too loose.
Yeah,
definitely 100%. We got Rolly, whatever, in the mid, in the pipes. We'll find one. There's going to be a second one now. So we had tries. Gunfight goes a little bit longer than I think you wanted to, but that is going to eventually go in his way, in his favor right now.
Bro, you gotta be kidding.
There's going to be a third, and that's going to be happen. Rolly, king of the pipes there, king of boiler, not getting gunned out. Going to be going pre-firing, trying to get a second. Not going to happen. There is going to be, another kill, I guess. Not going to happen for him, but there is that trade that goes out. This B side is pretty much firmly in the hands of Swift Uprising right now. Bam is going to be pushed up in the coal side a little bit, trying to challenge Natural Talent there. He will get taken out. Rolly's back in a very familiar spot, is going to go down, not going to be able to do quite the same carnage that he was able to do just moments ago.
Yeah, I mean, that is a really good run of play there for Swift Uprising. Does finally come to an end. And this is pretty much as close as the stat line was suggesting to us, but Swift Uprising definitely doing a little bit better, I would have to argue. They are only 6 points in the lead, but their breakouts are looking a lot better than Natural Talents are so far. Both teams have had the lead, but I would argue that Swift Uprising has probably, technically, if we're looking at this, they probably had the lead for longer, and they've still got it for just a little bit here. They're not going to be able to get back B just yet, but Xeno getting a very fortunate spawn in Force, going towards A, smoking it out, but Flesto revealing his presence here, trying to go on after him. Xeno trying to make a little bit of a sneaky, freaky play here, going on to A to try and bait out a rush, and does get it from a direction he wasn't expecting. And this one, if I'm honest, I don't think that they're going to be able to break the setup from Natural Talent, and they're probably going to have to try and hit the reset button on the next half. They did a good job in this half. Obviously, they're only about 4 points and some change behind, but, going on from the A side next time is going to be where they have to shine.
Yes, we have Natural Talent taking this first half, I think, definitely 100%. Swift Uprising, once again, sort of pushing B, pushing A at the same time. That's just not working out in their favor. Again, we saw their massive push to B. They were able to hold it, able to make up some good points, but then after that, they just kind of scattered, and I think that just kind of ruined them a little bit in the end there. But overall, we've seen good plays. We saw that play from Rolly or whatever in God, why am I blanking? in Boiler. We've seen good plays. We'll just have to see how it goes right now. Natural Talent, are they going to be going for an A push? Are they going to go for a B push right now? They do have control. They do have the lead right now. So if I were them personally, I'd just pick up C and I'd just go for a B push right now, try and extend that lead. And that's looking like that's exactly what they're going to be doing. Vex going to be going in the pipes, going to find one, going to get the traded out, though, in the end. Olympian looked like he got a concussion. Concussion kill in the feed there. That ain't fun to have. But right now, only 2 up. Vex and Rolly right now. Going to be trying to hold off a little bit, something. I don't know. It just looks like all of Natural Talent is going to be getting some kills. Flesto trying to get another few kills there at A. Not going to happen. A lot of pressure from Natural Talent on Swift Uprising on this A site.
Yeah, this is not exactly what I was expecting from Natural Talent, if I'm honest with you, and even less of what I was expecting from Swift Uprising as they get full team wiped. Them letting themselves get in this position goes completely against what I thought was going to happen in this situation here, but a little bit of a saving grace for them as they got killed so hard that they got flipped out. And Crixus is going to be chilling back here, but he's going to be getting a little bit taken down. So that could have been a little bit better for Natural Talent had they not been so overly aggressive. They probably could have held that a little bit stronger, but now that they have to completely flip their setup, Swift Uprising does have a little bit of an opportunity to break out here if they can win their gunfights this time around.
Yep, I mean, for Natural Talent, they just got greedy at that A point. I mean, is that a bad thing? I don't think so, not since they still have the B and A control right now. And then just right now, Swift Uprising just getting taken out time after time after time right now. Got Anbu right now, gonna be forced. Nothing at all from him there. No response as he got shot up. He's going to go down. Haroli now with the AR. He's going to be pushing into here onto the B flag. Going to be trying to get something done. He does see one. Shot's not connecting from him. He's just going to have to try and play his life a little bit. Wait for some reinforcements to come in. Not going to happen, I think, for him. But they are able to push in a little bit here onto the B site. One goes down. Another one on B. Ace is just going to be trying to play this C. Trying to get the kill through tracks. Not going to happen, but Swift with these far back spawns, they could try and pressure B. That's looking like exactly what they're going to be trying to do. But the question is it going to be enough? Are they going to be able to break Natural Talent right now on these headies as they start to push in? Vex does find one, puts down the trophy. That's going to be good for them. Natural Talent is going to be getting quite a fair bit of trades here. Just shutting down Swift Uprising, but Swift Uprising eventually going to be coming out here on the top.
Yeah, I mean, they are getting some Swift reinforcements up in here, but they have not quite gotten B yet. Ivane being oh so aggressive and getting right up in their faces with the grenade and the gun. Ivane so far looking like the hero of this situation for his team. While they still aren't fully safe from losing this game, potentially that does definitely make it a little bit more likely that they do win it. Ivane had a little bit of a feeling that someone was behind him, but his spidey senses weren't totally on point as he gets shot in the back regardless, mid-mantle. But, oh man, this is looking so bad for Swift Uprising so far. They really have to get this play to A looking so peachy right now. They have to get it perfect. And in the meantime, Bam got to make a good play here. Does take down one, trying to get the trade out. They do get it on Ace, and in the meantime, they're getting C. This could be exactly what they need, my friend. Flesto trying to do something huge here onto B, but his team has literally lost everything. With 90 seconds remaining, he's shooting bodies when he really should be shooting Bam, and he is going to be still getting pushed off this, but his teammates do get back control over C as he dies, but incoming are more Natural Talent players. This is going to be a fight to the finish here, that guy.
I mean, a minute left right now. We'll have to see how it goes for Swift Uprising. Definitely going to need to give in their all, get some good picks here, put a lot of pressure here on Natural Talent. Flesto's going to be coming in from the right side, going to find a kill, shooting bodies. I mean, maybe that's not exactly in this sort of I mean, honestly, that's just deserved at this point. You're 21-13, 160 to 130. I mean, why aren't you shooting bodies at this point? Flesto getting a third. Oh boy, shooting bodies with more. But this kid just going off a little bit. Eventually will get taken out. He's still in the hands of Swift Uprising right now, but 30 seconds left. Still in Swift Uprising about 30 points behind. At this point, I think it's all Swift for the most part here. It doesn't really matter what's going to be happening. We have Olympian now flanking in from the backside B. Going to be trying to find one. Does get one. Not able to finish out a second. Do have a whole bunch of Swift Uprising kills in the kill feed for them. Getting some picks on a Natural Talent, but still 10 seconds left. 147 to 167. It's all over. It's been over for a little bit now. But just Natural Talent putting up numbers in the second half. They took it to their own. It was a close matchup a little bit in the first half. Second half, just Natural Talent just breaking in with that first major push. Pretty much spawn trap for a little bit there for Natural Talent. And they just took control of the entire map.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. That is not what I was expecting from Swift Uprising. But Natural Talent, I guess that was just the kind of push that they needed, was that close first round. I know for a fact that they feel like that they are better than Swift Uprising, especially judging by, well, especially if you look at their seedings. Natural Talent is one of the top seeds, whereas Swift Uprising is more mid-table, so they feel that they should definitely be winning this at the very least. So, well, they are so far, as it is now 2-1 going into the next hardpoint, which if you do need a reminder, don't need a reminder of that, it's going to be on good old Ramaza, which I have seen both teams do well on and struggle on. So this could definitely be a little bit of a make or break situation for both teams. Now, you got to remember, though, that the Gunrunner Search and Destroy was very, very one-sided into the hands of Swift Uprising. So if it does go to Arklov Peak, then the chances for Swift Uprising just increase to about, I would say, 75% chance of victory if they make it to Arklov Peak. But if they don't win the Ramaza, it's literally going to be 0% because they'll be out.
You're asking a very tall order, I think, for Swift Uprising to take the Ramaza. Definitely hope. I want them to take it to the map 5, but I think, honestly, if you had look at the numbers and look at what just happened there and the domination, you can look at the previous respawn. Swift Uprising, again, playing a good S&D, but their respawn, just natural talent, they just have a lot of raw potential there, a lot of good kills there. I mean, we saw plenty of plays, you know. I think it definitely is going to fall in the hands of a natural talent here heading into the Ramaza map. I think this is going to be coming down to my earlier prediction of the 3-1. But again, there's always that chance. It ain't over yet. But certainly Swift Uprising going to need to really step it up in this map 4.
Yes, indeed. And it looks like everybody is nice and ready to go now, so we shouldn't have to do too much waiting for what could be the potential conclusion of our major this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. In case you guys didn't know what was going on, this is a major weekend, so this is for a lot of money and points in the league, and this is going to be one of the final events, correct me if I'm wrong, of the season. If not the final one, I don't quite remember. I should probably know.
Don't look at me. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just here casting. That's all I know. Good, if you're looking for a response of a correction, I can't give you that.
Don't worry, dude. I'm more or less having a little bit of a monologue right now. But anyways, guys, if you guys are not already subscribed to us on the old YouTubes, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that button. And turn on notifications as well if you want to know when exactly we're doing these matches. Going to be doing some more stuff for Cold War. And big fat shout outs to our sponsors over at, let me pull them up so that I can give you guys a good list of every single one of the people that support us here. GitGudHosts, obviously giving us some good servers. Rogue Energy, FadeGrips, Evo9X, Gamers Resort, and DropShotStats, as well as K7 League themselves. They are pretty awesome. Thanks for having me and that guy on today. It's been a great time so far, and it can only get better as we are now going into map 4. So we're having a little bit of bonus time, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like we didn't predict it to go this far, but it's still nice nonetheless to not have a 3-0.
Always. I've seen way too many 3-0s in my time here. I'm not here, just in the community this season. Just been way too many 3-0s. But it's nice to see a game start to go the distance. Could it go the distance? We'll see. I think, just talking about a little bit about Ramaza just in general, it comes down to that a P3 and P4. Sorry, not P3 and P5. I think a little bit definitely are going to be some two big hills to have in this one. We'll have to see how it goes for P2 as well. That one can be a real nice hold to have and a real tough one to break. So just have to see how sides head into this. It's always interesting to me to see what teams want to do, if they want to go for spawns off the rip or if they want to go for the point off the rip. Last time on the Hackney, we saw Swift Uprising, both fighting over the point, but ultimately Natural Talent able to take the point, but Swift Uprising able to hold on to the spawns. But we'll have to see how it goes heading into this one.
So something that you touched on a little bit that I would like to expand upon here is going to be that P3. That is basically your make or break situation for a lot of teams. If you get held onto the P3 spawns, then you are looking like you could be in a really, really bad position. It's especially if you're not in the lead. It can be a serious game changer, a turning point in a lot of cases. So I've seen Natural Talent pull a lot of mean things, just hold teams into that P3 and just get the momentum totally going their way. Just completely demoralize the enemy team by keeping them trapped up inside those spawns even when P4 is already active, and then just getting complete and utter control over the situation and making their opponents feel helpless. So that's something that Swift Uprising will really have to look out for in this one, as I do believe we're going to be starting soon.
Yeah, I'll say this for the P3, getting stuck behind that, and toward the end of that, if you have those spawns, like it's gonna be very, very tough to break this. Ramaza, I find spawns, you're spawned halfway across the map, and just can a team start to play those to those advantage and start to flip them on time in a position where the other team is just miles away from the point, and you can just set up and not expect a player for days. It just comes down to, can you start to play those spawns in this map?
Yeah, so it looks like one of the players is having a little bit of PC related issues right now, but they should be coming back within 2 minutes, as that is going to be the automatic start time for the game. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like they're going to be, I don't think that, it looks like they're going to be waiting for him to come back now, actually. So depending on how long that takes, we might go to a little bit of a break, but for now, let's just take one more look at the lookout. For those of you guys that didn't see it the first time, as you can see, Natural Talent, they are by far the favorite in Hardpoint. If you didn't see the first one, it was pretty close, all things considered. Swift Uprising has some good moments, but Natural Talent played as dominantly as everybody thought they would, and the stats suggested them to. So Swift Uprising, they haven't taken any of the respawns so far in the snag a respawn and win both searches strategy. So this is going to have to be the one. This is literally the make or break. It's do or die, this or lose, as if they do win this, we'll be going into another round of search and destroy that they have done so well on so far.
Yep. I mean, I will say, honestly, we saw the Gunrunner search. If it gets brought to an Arc Club, those Swift Uprising did play their Gunrunner first. Arklov honestly can be a completely different kind of map. It's a lot more spread out. Gunrunner's a lot closer, those quick gunfights. But Arklov, has that opportunity for the sniper up in grannies or whatever, or up bottom trenches. It offers a different type of play style. So if it gets brought to the Arklov, I don't even know if Swift Uprising would have as much of an advantage, just because we've seen Natural Talent, able to hold their angles, with those setups. I mean, even in the first search and destroy, we saw them able to get picks. We saw them make plays, towards the end, toward the middle. They were able to sort of start to step it up and bring it up to the level of Swift Uprising. So it's going to be an interesting map, I think, if we go to that map 5.
Yes, indeed. So with no updates on when the player is going to be reconnecting, I do believe we are going to be going to a little bit of a break real quick. So guys, do not let your hearts be troubled. We'll be back in about a minute or two. But to save ourselves some breath and excitement going into this next one, we're going to build the tensions very, very high with some epic music. We'll be right on back.
All right, here we go into the Ramaza hard point. We'll just have to see how this goes. Dominations definitely going in the favor of Natural Talent. Gunrunner S&D, favor of Swift Uprising, the first hard point. Natural Talent, just have to see how this pattern if it goes back and forth, or if Natural Talent's going to be pulling out a double map win in a row. Right now, we do got Bam right now, going to be going bottom right now. Going to be looking to play something. Just waiting up a little bit. There's going to be the one, possibly challenging the bottom. Not going to happen. Zeno going to be on the point. There is it. Does pop off a little bit. 1 point now for Swift Uprising. 1-0 to start here. Ace right now going to be playing this top. Second right now, we do have another player as well. Natural Talent going to be having control of this first point for the most part. Swift looking to rotate just a little bit here as they start to play up. They start to rotate from the back here. We'll just have to see how this goes for them. If they can get spawned, it's looking like that's going to be the case. Swift Uprising trying to get the flip there. Vex in the top plat, not going to get anything done. As he's already sitting at an 0-3. So Natural Talent definitely with a great start here. Just Swift Uprising going to be looking to try and pick it up on their second point if they can hold it out till that long as well. That is about 10 seconds away.
I mean, a stat that I always hate to point out because I always like being optimistic for teams. It's just look at the kills right now. Most of them don't have more than one. I'll say that. So Bam, Vex, and Rolly, they've all got a combined of 2 kills between the 3 of them. And that is not something you want to be seeing after the first rotation. Vex starting to make that stat no longer true. Hashtag stats can lie to you. Anyways, they are going to be getting some nice control over this hill, but Flesto trying to stop that does make a little bit of a... Okay, never mind, as they're all taken down by 1 grenade from Vex. And Natural Talent all sent back to the drawing board, and the spawn does get a little bit of a fat stick off on Bam, and another fat rip on the head of Rolly. Not the kind of fat rip you want to take, if you know what I mean. But Flesto, oh, man, he's been shelling for so hard for so long, and it's not going to end up getting his team the lead at the end. Now, this is the P3 that I was talking about here. They got to make sure that they don't get trapped up in here. You know?
Yep, definitely going to have to see how this goes for them. Swift Uprising, definitely with that nade, definitely with a lot of picks after that. Able to lock down that second hill, something they really, really needed. They were able to bring up the lead just momentarily there for them by the time that point was ended. So at this point, it's essentially just a 50-50, both kind of starting from scratch a little bit here, but Natural Talent with this third point, have to see how it goes for them. Rolly right now is going to be on the top window side with an MP5. Maybe not the gun of choice that you would want for that position, but going to have to wait for him to see how that plays out for him. Olympian's going to be on the point, going to be challenged from 2 from the right side there. Going to be getting 2, both of them. Going to be falling, going to be going down. Olympian's still just going to be sitting tight on the point. There's going to be another chow coming in here. Possibly momentarily. No, never mind. He got taken out at this point. Looks like Natural Talent going to be starting to rotate a little bit. Swift Uprising also going to be set up for next. Natural Talent now with 90 points, about to cross that 100-point mark as they are able to also get the scrap time here. With Swift Uprising pretty much ditching that point completely for the most part there. Rolly's going to be playing bottom of the point. Flesto's going to be playing on the top rugs here. Going to be starting to push up here on the top scaff area. Going to go down, though, as Natural Talent starts to rush in. Swift Uprising got to have another big hill here, hoping to have a repeat of Hill 2.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what I was saying in the beginning. You do not want that to happen to you. But Natural Talent, they did manage to make themselves a little bit of a way out, and they didn't. It could have been a lot worse for them being trapped on that hill. And now they're going to start to chow it a little bit and prevent Swift Uprising from totally taking the game away from them here. Ace getting in a good spot to get a nice 2-piece collateral there, getting some real bang for his buck there, I guess you could say. 2 for the price of 1, 2 birds with 1 stone. Anyways, he's on 4 in a row, so I'm just going to follow him to the death, which could be soon as Rolly's got a nice little angle on him, or not. I guess you could say that Ace was ready for that the whole time, as Natural Talent still in the lead after Swift Uprising should have really been able to surpass them on that hill. Now they're really in a good spot up on next, and Swift Uprising, when they should have had the momentum going their way, are kind of having it go in the other direction.
Yep, Swift really with the 1 hill here for the most part. Ace pretty much living up to his name there with the 5 streak there right before it got taken out. I mean, Natural Talent just has the numbers, just has the kills right now. Ace now sitting at a 16 and 8 as well, leading his team in that department. 0 time on hill, but I mean, realistically, right now it's 150 to 78. If you're slaying out, I mean, frankly, that doesn't matter. But Rolly with the double kill there, he starts to push in from the back, hoping to get something going. It's all on him right now. He could make a big play here. Unable to go, just get a few hits there on Flesto. Eventually, that trade does come in now. Swift Uprising able to get some kills.
No
Aids with another double. Man is insane. He's popping off here. He gets a few more kills to add on to his record here. And looking to get a third. That's going to happen for him. Easy read from him. The remainder of that last scrap points were pretty much in the hands of Swift Uprising, but Ace is just shutting every single Swift member down who's been trying to play on this top rug area. Trying to push that up. Rolly's going to be in the bottom here, bottom construction, as a Natural Talent does have a decent hold right now. There's going to be a contest going in. 2 right now. Who is this Olympian on the point as well, trying to fend off 2, and that's going to go in his way as well. Natural Talent just getting these kills here. Swift Uprising needs to start doing something. They need to start getting some good kills here. You know, we just need a repeat of Hill 2, realistically, honestly. That was a major part of their Hill, their whole momentum. They just kind of lost that a little bit. Natural Talent just keeping the pace set and the pace set kills as we start to head into this. Bam going to be getting taken out here. This P1 on the second set of rotations right now is all Natural Talent. We'll have to see how Swift Uprising phases as we start to head over into the second hill.
Yeah, the thing about this, though, is that Swift Uprising, they haven't broken 100 yet, but Natural Talent have broken 200. So Natural Talent can, in theory, win off of any of the remaining hills. And coming up next is P3. So that could... Swift Uprising have to approach this next hill very, very carefully. They're going to have to chow it a lot more than they normally would have, which could potentially give Natural Talent the opportunity to keep them nice and trapped up in there. They can't win off this one anymore, thank God for that for Swift Uprising. But next hill is going to be really where it comes down to. It is going to be made or broken off of this next hill, as Flesto does try and break the hill but kills Ace instead. Now trying to go for next is Zeno because he knows the possibility of Natural Talent winning off this next one, but yeah, Natural Talent gonna try and win off this next one, but also try and flip the enemy team into their spawn and win off a P4. Those are two very real possibilities here.
Yeah, this is absolute destruction for Natural Talent as they're just able to tear Swift Uprising apart for the most part here. Swift Uprising, honestly, this hill isn't necessarily a make or break. I mean, it is, but if they can survive this hill, the next hill is going to be a make or break. And same thing with the hill after that. They're just going to need to play perfectly right now. They're able to get a few kills as they are able to hold on to this this hill in the back here for just a little bit longer. Ace is going to be going around the back here, going to be trying to lock down, trying to do something, just coming around the back here. He has an opportunity to shut some of Swift Uprising down. That's not going to happen as Zeno, I think, able to... No, sorry, that's Bam able to get that kill there in the end. So Natural Talent, 30 seconds left on this hill. This hill is kind of a loss for Natural Talent to take the win off this one. So Swift Uprising, for the most part, able to stay in this Rolly with the double there. Swift is playing well right now, and they're just going to need to keep it going for the most part, but they have to get something going. They have the momentum. It's looking like they're having some fire going in their eyes as they start to push in. Rolly does get one, will get traded out there. Natural Talent going to be starting to set up for next, but there's going to be still some of Swift Uprising's members as well, trying to really break Natural Talent here at every single turn. They aren't making this win easy for Natural Talent if this map will indeed go in the way of Natural Talent. A Swift Uprising is just 30 points away from breaking 200. Unfortunately for them, Natural Talent is going to be having a lot of time here as they start to get some hill here. I mean, they're just 20 seconds left away. Anbu trying to push in. Not going to happen for him as he will go down. We'll just have to see. No one really from Swift Uprising. They're just kind of funneling in one at a time. Not looking too good. We're just 8 seconds away right now.
Yeah, dude, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what I was afraid of. It might not have gone exactly how Natural Talent had planned it, because, I mean, Swift Uprising, they just did such a good amount of work on that last hill before this one on P3, but, I mean, they just couldn't get the rotation down correctly. The spawns being in the hands of Natural Talent was really what did them in at the end. Natural Talent, despite the fact that they didn't hold them down in the middle, they held the spawns and they stopped all the guys from rotating, forcing them all back to, you know, P3 or square one, I guess you could say. And they just couldn't really break back out of that in time, and that was a That was basically the thing that led to the victory for Natural Talent, making it a 3-1, exactly as we both predicted. And I don't know if you guys can see it at the bottom, but a little bit of bragging coming in from Olympian here. I'll put it up right here. These guys are all saying that each other are free cash and such. A little bit of banter going on in the chat, just a little bit of flavor added to this already impressive match.
Yep. I mean, it was definitely a good fight from Swift Uprising in the end. Ultimately, not enough. Ultimately, Natural Talent was able to get a massive lead ahead of them. I mean, I felt like there was some fire. There was a lot of hope for Swift Uprising to possibly play that near perfectly in the end. Unfortunately for them, just unable to happen. Natural Talent able to shut them down on that last point there. But I mean, I would argue like that Holy Age just really kind of made it like Swift Uprising could have taken that map, heading into that map, that P3, but ultimately Natural Talent just coming out on top, having the better gun, the better plays, and just not a whole lot the Swift Uprising could have done there in the end.
Yeah, well, regardless, everything we say now is shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's Monday night quarterback or whatever they call it now, I think. But yeah, Natural Talent going to be the winner of this weekend's major. They're going to be winning over Swift Uprising, who defeated their usual opponents in Rated Gaming. So much respect to Swift Uprising, as I think this is their first finals in a while, and they did not disappoint. They didn't get totally blown out like a lot of the other teams do when they make it to the stage. So good on Swift Uprising. That's definitely a good showing by them, and I hope to see them back again in the future, although that future might be in Cold War with how things are going now. But, I mean, might still have some more stuff coming up for K7. Just keep your eyes on the website and the schedule. So yeah, guys, without further ado, that's pretty much all we have for you guys tonight, as that is going to be the end of the evening. In case you guys missed it, Natural Talent won 3-1 over Swift Uprising, and I have been Comica. You guys can check me out at Comica_18 on Twitter. And where can we find you, that one guy?
Well, on Twitter it'll be at that one guy, so that'd be just that plus the number 1 guy, and then after that would be TG. So hit the follow if you want. If you don't wanna, that's fine. Whatever. But yeah, thanks for having me, I guess. Last minute sub in for the casting. I felt I did all right, but I mean, just have to see how it goes moving forward.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, that is going to be it. You heard it from both of us. Thank you guys so much for hopping in. And speaking of hitting that follow button, make sure you guys subscribe on your way out to the K7 League. They put stuff on like this every single weekend, all the time. It's a great time. So, guys, make sure you guys come back on around next time we are live and turn on notifications to know exactly when we are live. I have been Comica. This has been K7 League along with that one guy. We will catch you guys all in the next